am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life, I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am loved. I am loved. Every day of my life, I am loved, 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 loved. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest, I am loved. I am loved. I am peace. I am peace. Every day of my life, I am peace, 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 peace. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest, I am peace. I am peace. I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life, I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning and I lay my head to rest, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am
Woo! Good morning, everyone. So good to see you. Welcome to Unity Church of the Hills. Each Sunday, I get to see this cute little baby here on the fourth row, big fat cheeks. I look over there and I'm always smiling. Welcome, welcome, Jesse. Oh, so thank you for joining us. If you are with us online and you've chosen us to be your spiritual place where you get inspired, where you get renewed, we are so glad that you're part of our spiritual community. So welcome. If you are here for the first time, there are little connect cards in the pews if you want to give us your details, and one of our members will get back to you and welcome you in. And if you're online, you may type connect into the comment section and one of our ambassadors will get to you as well. And just touch you with a little love, tell you a little bit about Unity Church of the Hills. All right. So, you know, we are super excited. We've got our kids back and they are inside now. Why are they inside? They're inside because we've now gone to level 3 on our COVID threat assessment. Woohoo! Many of you have gotten the newsletter that went out detailing what level 3 means. So when I knew that we were getting to level 3, I got all excited because I went, no more masks. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And I looked at the grid that I had up previously, and I realized that they changed it because of when Delta came in. So when the Delta variant came in, they then changed how we were going to behave regarding the threat levels. So now we're waiting till level 2. Sorry, babies. I know, I was like, no! And it is. So we're at level 2 when our masks come off, but you know, it's looking good. Level 2 is when you have 14 hospitalizations for a solid week or under, we get into level 2. So, you know, we're at like 20, 19, 20 right now. So we're getting there. Hold on. Have faith. It's a coming, I promise, I promise. So our kids and teens, they are inside now in the buildings, and let's just hold the blessing for them that they stay safe, that they breathe into the knowing that they are amazing and they are here to be the powerhouse of leadership in the future. So we just hold that knowing. All right, we have got a coat and blanket drive that's starting, and we are working with the Hill Country Community Ministries, and we're gathering new blankets and slightly worn coats for those who are in need. So if you're feeling called, please bring your donations here. We're accepting them up until the 29th of October. All right, what else is going on? Great news, we've got new staff members. What? Reggie, come on up. Ooh, I'm liking that, Steve. This is Reginald Strickland. We call him Reggie. You've seen him in Celebration, and he is stepping into power. He is stepping into into the program director position, the one that Tammy held previously. And if you can't feel that excitement and energy where you're sitting, I'm telling you, it's buzzing off of him. He's got amazing skills, graphic design skills, and just a light and energy, and we can't wait to see what we create together. So wanted to let you know that. So welcome.
I love you. Thank you.
We also have Rick Viator, who couldn't be here today, but he is starting as well. He's got a representative. Samantha, would you just stand for a moment? You poor thing, I know. Samantha's his daughter. And they are new to our community, maybe 5 months-ish. They've been coming here, and Rick is going to be the new staff accountant. Our Susan Wade is at that place in life where she's ready to retire. And so she'll be with us to the end of the year doing small part-time, just training and getting everybody settled in. So lots of new energy. Can't wait for him to join us as well. So I promise transparency. I promise to let you know everything that's happening with us. And so there you have it. They start the beginning of November, so you'll be hearing more. All right, so let's talk about our prosperity vision. We have committed to holding the knowing that we are co-creators, that we are manifestors, and this is our vision. With me, with God, all things are possible. And by the end of 2021, Unity Church of the Hills will have 500 attendees every Sunday, averaging gifts and tithes of $25,000 per week, and an additional unexpected income of $100,000. This are better. Thank you, thank you, thank you for holding that with me. So if you're ready, let's take that breath as I invite beautiful Jennifer Chavez, who is our office manager and a prayer chaplain, and Reggie's going to do his, oh my God, Roderick, sorry baby. I got Reggie on the brain. Roderick is going to do the sound bowl for us and set the mood.
Beloved, as we breathe and center ourselves into this quiet place of prayer, let us gently open our hearts and acknowledge our oneness with God, the good, all presence, all power, all knowledge. We are one. Let us receive truth and wisdom with an open mind and heart. Let us teach only love, for that is what we are. Let us claim our blessings joyfully knowing we are worthy of everything the universe showers upon us. We know Spirit is the source of all. We allow the flow of love to heal us as we release that which no longer serves the good. May we leave it and not take it up again. May we choose peace instead of suffering. Let us choose to see the Christ in ourselves and others. Let us choose to see the blessings in our troubles. Let us choose to be the blessing. May we give generously, mindful of the abundant spirit of service and love within us. May we choose humility and give grace. In gratitude, we release this prayer to you, living Spirit. And so it is. Amen.
I've got evidence, I've got confidence, I'm a conqueror, I know that I win, I know who I am. God wrote it in my plan for me. My name is Victory. My name is Victory. I've got evidence, I've got confidence, I'm a conqueror, I know that I win, I know who I am. God wrote it in my plan for me. My name is Victory. My name is Victory. God gave me authority to have peace inside of me. God wrote in my destiny that my name is Victory. God said that I've overcome. I know I've already won. God wrote in my destiny that my name is Victory. I know God wrote it in my plan. God wrote it in my plan for me. My name is Victory. children, tell them your name. Tell them your name. Said I know that I know that I know my identity. My name is Victory. Said I know my identity. My name is Victory. Say that I know my identity. Say it again, say it again. What's your name? Say victory. That's my name. Victory. I know that I know that I know. Say the victory. That's my name. Victory. I know who I am. I know my identity. My name is Victory. I know just who I am. And I claim my name. I claim the victory. I said a victory. That's my name. Victory. I know that I know. Said a victory. That's my name. Victory. I know who I am. See, by His grace, I know that I know. I've already claimed the victory 'cause I know. I know that 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 I know. I know who I am. I know. Hey, I know who I am.
You can see why I love this community. Victory, my friends. Woo! Thank you, celebration. You know, Susan, I'm gonna love you, so stand on up. Stand on up, sister. Susan Heinrichs. That's her legacy. That's her legacy. Celebration. So, what do you think? I think Roderick's doing all right. Right? Thank you, Roderick. I'm not going to tell on you, but I heard his status changed. He's now engaged, darling. Congratulations! You see why they don't tell me anything, right? I know. I love this community so much, and I'm just grateful I get to be here and do what I love to do as well. So thank you for the gift every Sunday. Thank you. So we're going to be talking about what's your theme song? Are you in accord with your divine knowing? Does your personal theme song sound like, nobody knows the trouble I see? Well, today we're going to take a look at what does the ascended teachers suggest about vibrating at a higher chord of truth in the world. You ever walk into a room and just kind of know something's off? Maybe you're at work, at a social gathering. Maybe you're even here at Unity Church of the Hills, and you see a group of people chit-chatting after service, and you start walking over there. And as soon as you get to that energy field, you know that there's a jangling in your gut that says, something's off here. No one said anything. The facial expressions haven't changed. There's even smiles on the faces. But in that moment, you know you are not in resonance with that group. That doesn't mean anything negative or bad. And here's the thing, it doesn't mean it has anything to do with you. What? Yeah, because guess what? Most things in life have nothing to do with us. Most things in life have nothing to do with us. It's simply a moment in time where the frequency that you are isn't in alignment with the frequency that you're bumping into, whether it's an individual's frequency or a group's frequency. But what's really interesting is when this occurs, we immediately want to, one, make meaning of it, two, fix it and figure it out. That's how our brain works, right? And so we want the formula. What's the logical answer? And often we come up with this answer of, they don't like me. Ooh, they were just talking about me. We don't know this, but that's where our brain goes. What we forget is that we're not just our bodies. Our totality is energy. Energy and spirituality, right? We are all those things. And according to Barbara A. Brennan, who many of you know, she's a physicist, author, researcher in the human energy field for over 35 years. She also created the Brennan School of Healing, and she talks about several bioenergy fields. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over it really briefly. I'm going to talk about the physical plane, the astral plane, and the spiritual plane. But you can look at that graph and you can see there's so much more, so much more. So the physical field basically is the lowest frequency that we have, and it regulates the human body. And then the etheric field is basically the blueprint for how we are physically structured. The emotional field, it regulates our emotions, our emotional state of being. And then the mental field processes ideas, thoughts, and beliefs. So all of those together, those are about the physical plane. And then out from that field is the astral plane. And the astral plane is basically a nexus between the physical and spiritual realms, and it's free of time and space. Now the next groups are talking about the spiritual plane. And the etheric template, it holds our highest ideals for existence. And then the celestial body accesses universal energies. But the thing that really, made me inquisitive was the etheric body. And the reason that it's made me inquisitive is because of what we've been doing this season. This coming alive on purpose, we've been talking about our spiritual gifts. And the etheric body gives us the connection with our spiritual purpose. And this is the layer that allows us to witness our inner gifts and gives us insight in how to use these gifts for the betterment of the universe and ourselves. Now, we can dig deeper. You can see there are 12 auric layers identified, both as part of energetic and spiritual fields. There's so much to understand about this. So if you are feeling, ooh, I want to dig a little deeper, I encourage you to do that on your own. Go explore a little bit. But here's the reason that I'm sharing this with you. I'm sharing this with you to remind us that we are spiritual and energetic beings. And as energy beings, we have the ability to first become aware of the frequency that we are vibrating in. The frequency we're vibrating in, and then the second is to discern, what do we want to resonate with? What do we want to go into accord with? And we can choose. We can choose to vibrate as the frequency of love from our divine knowing, or we can choose to vibrate from the small self. And here's what the Ascended Teachers remind us. This is from Paul Selig's book, The Book of Freedom. And they say this: you are in vibratory accord with everything you see. Think about that. Everything you see, you are in vibratory accord with. It could not be there without you, individually and collectively. The chord that is played aligns you to what you see. aligns you to what you see. And how you perceive anything claims it into manifestation. Now, we talk about this. We talk about this regularly, but I want you to wrap your mind around this again. The lens through which you view the world is the world you're creating. Do you get that? You can call that man ugly, and guess what? You've made him so. You can call those people evil. You have made them so. You decide that this is worthy. You have made that thing worthy. And the small self's directives become a shared construct. Powerful, right? This is what we're talking about, co-creating, my friends. This is co-creation. And the teachers are reminding us that we are responsible for going into alignment with, meaning we are responsible for what we make assumptions of based on our small self, which we know is the ego, the understanding of the ego. Now, there's nothing bad about the ego. So often we get into this place where we think, oh, got to get rid of the ego. No, we don't have to get rid of the ego. The ego is necessary for us to function on this realm. But what we need to be clear on is what's driving us. Is that our highest self, our divine self, or is it going to be the ego? That's where we have choice. And it's really difficult to conceptualize that our labeling something means that we've made an assumption of it. Don Miguel Ruiz, in his book, The Four Agreements, says this about assumptions. We have the tendency to make assumptions about everything. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe that they are truth. What? We could swear they are real. And when we make these assumptions, what do? We create drama and toxic emotions that we push into the energy field. Not just our energy field, but everyone around us, their energy field. So that's what we're talking about. And you're probably thinking, yeah, that's nice theory. What's that got to do with me? Well, I'll give you my own example. A couple of nights ago, Graham and I went out with some friends. Gorgeous night. It was like we ate outside, and I didn't sweat. Look, that was amazing, just by itself. Miracle. Austin, Texas, what? The food was good, the company was spectacular, great connection. And then we moseyed on over to the Parker Jazz Club, and we're listening to music, and the music is just, I love jazz. I mean, that's kind of like where I emote from, right? And I'm just really loving this, and we're vibing. And then they had a guest musician come up whose name was Doc Rose. And Doc Rose is a very elderly man, and he's also a neurosurgeon, but he loves to do this on the side. He comes up on the side, as you do. And he comes up, and he's got this Louis Armstrong style to him, so it's like, that kind of thing. And he's got the trumpet, and he's just going. And we're having just a blast. And then he starts to embellish some of those lovely standards that I like and love with some political words. I'm like, no! And now here's where I get to look at what assumptions am I making. Was this musician and the owner of the club who was playing alongside him privileged, clueless, racist? And did I even need to label it? See, I'm coming up higher. Do I even need to label it? The couple sitting next to us at the next table felt it was racist, and they were hurt, angry. Understandable. And maybe it was, and maybe it wasn't. I know that each time those words came out of the musician's mouth, my body twinged. But I had to ask myself, what would the label do for me in this situation? If I made the decision to label this as a racist issue, then it would force me to take action, to call out the injustice. Do you know, I could do that well, right? But what if there was no injustice? What if there was no injustice? What if these two guys were just so privileged, so clueless, that they weren't even aware that what they were saying could be hurtful to anyone? And if the latter is their truth, then is there a need to call out injustice? Yeah, that's not what they're perpetrating. That's not their intention. But if it's the latter, then I have the opportunity to bless them, engage them from my highest knowing, if that's possible, and be the vibration of love. I don't have to make them evil. I can know that they too are of God, just possibly clueless and unawakened, but still divine beings, right, of God. And it's not always easy to do this kind of work in the moment. It's not easy, especially when we feel marginalized, when we feel slighted or demeaned. It's not easy, you know? But I'm grateful that in that moment I had the breath to breathe and do some of that work. So this was a good day for me. It's not always a good day, my friends. Let's be real, I'm human. I'm human. Don't put me on the pedestal because I'll come crashing down. I'm human. But in this moment, I was able to do the work of the divine. So when I ask you the question, what is your theme song? It's another way of asking you, what are you choosing to be? How are you choosing to create in the world? In our community, there's lots of musicians and dancers and artists and singers, those who just love to listen to music. And when we listen, or when we play or vocalize music, we understand that there are lower keys and there are higher keys. One's not better than the other, just is. We know that if the key is in that lower resonance, it's going to have that deep, right? That deep sound, that deep vibration. And if it's on the upper keys, it's going to kind of be like twinkling, right? And light resonance to it. Neither good, neither bad, just vibration. How many know that song that I started off with, Nobody Knows the Trouble I've Seen? Yeah. That used to be a theme song of mine, I'll have you know, back in the day. When I compared myself to Job, if any of you know from the Old Testament, like Job, everything that could happen was happening to poor Job. So that was my theme song at the time. And the song is known as an African-American spiritual because it's created by a blend of African culture and the American slavery. And it's honoring the pain and suffering endured by those who were enslaved with no hope of overcoming the struggle here on earth, but knowing it will get better in heaven. That was their hope. What's the vibration of this song, do you think? Is it high or is it low? It's a low vibration, right? And it's filled with mourning and despair. So if this song is a representation of the vibration of creation, what do you think it's going to create? Despair, what else? Sadness. Yes, it's going to create that. It's going to create that sense of fear, right? Powerlessness. What I want you to get from this is that there isn't anything wrong with that vibration. It just is. But it's understanding what that vibration will create. Can I get an amen on that? Amen. Okay, good. We are energy. We are energy. So that means that we have the ability to create from that awareness that we are energy. And to make the choice, do we continue as we are, creating more fear and separation if we continue to align with that rhetoric? The teachers say this: the kingdom, the awareness of the presence of the divine in all things. And it is here now, and it's always been here. But your alignment to it has been inhibited by the vibration of fear and collective agreements in separation. The individual, once she begins to understand that she is free, free of the collective rule, free of the established pattern, free of the decisions made for her and by her in agreement to the collective, shifts the frequency that she inhabits. When you know you are free, you know everybody else is as well. And you unlock the doors, the cellars, the prisons that others have existed in. Less through action, but by being. Being. Oofa. This is a reminder, my friends, that the Christed key is here. The Christed key is here. It's always been here. And we have the choice now to hear it, to hear that key. We no longer have to be enslaved to the vibration of fear and collective consciousness. We can make a conscious decision to align to this high vibration and create from that. That's how we change the world. That's how we change the world. And this happens when we claim our divine self, and the divine self knows no fear. It's free. And when we are creating from our divine knowing, we are creating in truth and love, both of which are high frequencies. So I ask you, what song is humming in your life? What theme song do you want to create from? So I do have a current, it's no longer the old one. I do have a current one. It keeps changing as I keep creating. And my favorite theme song right now is Keep the Beat. And it's from an animated movie called Vivo, V-I-V-O. And it talks about transcending the mortal plane to being the truth of who we are in our allness. It's really quite clever. And it's Lin-Manuel Miranda, did I say that right? His music is throughout this. So this is Keep the Beat, and I'm just going to sing the chorus, hopefully not too badly, to you to let you know where it is. All I can do when the road bends is lean into the curve. And all I can do when the tanks run dry is see what's in reserve. And all I can do when the plans break down is stay on my feet. And all I can do at the end of the day is play on, and keep the beat. Thank you for your kindness. I appreciate that. I love this song because it's the vibration of creation. I'm resonating in the allowance of what is, people and situations, while also being clear what's mine to be in the world. You know, being the senior minister, it may look like I just show up on Sundays and have fun. It's a little bit more than that. It's also running the business of church. And that means it's all God and nothing but change here. Do you get that? Yeah. So there is a thread of resilience running through that theme song, that sense of creating. And as my creation continues to unfold, my theme song's going to change, as I hope yours does as well. So I'm asking the question, what's your theme song? What's your theme song for this season of creation? You know, we've just gone through this wonderful fall time of finding out about our spiritual gifts and saying we want to create. What are you going to create? What's your song? Is it All I Need Is Love? Is it I'm Still Standing? Could be. Could it be Let's Stay Together? Whatever it is, I'm inviting you this week to take a few minutes to go into discernment, to create your theme song. What is your theme song? What's going to be humming in there that's going to lift your vibration to match what you want to put out in the world? And then I'm going to invite you to get creative. Post your responses on our Facebook page or our Instagram page. Maybe you're going to create a TikTok video. I have not done that yet. Scary. But then you can link it to our social media pages. Let us know what your theme song is. Maybe you'll create artwork. Maybe you'll make a montage of pics. Maybe you'll get together with some friends who still love you and want to create a video with you. Maybe you'll come on November 7th for our party, our celebration, and perform karaoke about your theme song. Lots of options. But however you choose to express your theme song, be aware you are setting your intentions. Celebration, let's prepare for meditation.
Your plan for me is right, and I need you to fulfill your purpose in my life. I will raise my voice and sing. My everything, I open my heart again. Lord, here I am. I surrender. I surrender. Give surrender all. Centering my life and giving it all to you. Give it all to you, Lord. I surrender. Here I am, Lord. I surrender all. I surrender my life. Give it all to you. Lord, I surrender my life. Give it all to you.
Let's take that nice deep breath in and exhale. And as you exhale, release. Another deep breath in. Hold it. Exhale and release. Allow your spine to be erect, your feet grounded in Mother Earth. As you let the energy flow through you and follow your breath in and out. As you make the decision, are you ready to surrender? Are you ready to be your highest self? Are you ready to surrender to the God within you, to the allness of the universe, to the guides that know what you're truly meant to be? Are you ready to give up that fight, to surrender to love? Take another deep breath in and exhale. If you're comfortable, you may close your eyes and imagine before you this beautiful hill, and it's a lovely path with grass on either side, and it's a comfortable climb up, and you're just walking comfortably. And then you come to this beautiful plateau. It's stunning, gorgeous. Sun's out, beautiful breeze. And you take a seat there for the moment. And as you take in all this beauty, your guide comes and sits in front of you. It may be an ancestor. It may be Jesus. It may be Buddha. It may be God. And as you sit there, you imagine your heart opening to the divine wisdom. And you question, what is your theme song? What is yours to vibrate in as you create anew today? Follow your breath. Open your heart. Open your crown chakra. and listen in the silence. And at the sound of my voice, take a moment of thanksgiving for this time spent in devotion, in this time of listening. Whether you heard your theme song or not, this was for you. You have opened up the channel to the divine to know what your theme song is, whether you have it now in this moment or it comes to you later in the week. So say thank you to your guide, and then see yourself gently getting up and following the path back down the hillside. Feel renewed. Feel expansiveness. Feel the awareness of the energy of God flowing through and as you. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Bring your awareness and your consciousness to this sacred community, to the chair beneath you, to your feet on the ground. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes, stretch out, be here now. Namaste.
Thank you, Reverend Sheree. In thinking about what you're talking about, my theme song, I'm reminded of a song that I learned listening to my dad's 8 tracks a long time ago. For those of y'all that are old enough to know what an 8-track is, that's a CD or a download before you had an iPhone. But there's a song by B.B. King song, and it's called the song I like to sing a song. Well, let me read it here. Hear the words. My song is a serious matter. It reflects what I feel. If I say I love you, I mean it, because my song, every line is real. I like to live the love that I sing about in my song. I like to give the love that I sing about in my song. And that giving line is what leads us into our offering, because when we give, we simply offer him a small portion of the abundance that God has already given us. So B.B. King led me to church is what happened is right about now. And so in every line of our song, it should come from our heart. And just like the gifts that we give, they should come from our heart. So it is now time to step into our moment of giving. And this is a moment where you can give so that this congregation can continue to be a light and a giving unto others. And as the ushers come on down, there are a number of ways that you can give. You can text UCOH to 833-717-7700. You can give online at the web. You can give the UCOH app, or you can mail a check, or you can give electronically. So in that spirit of giving and living the life that you live to give, let us say our divine blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I circulate, and I am grateful. and the lifter of my head. 'Cause you are my joy.
You are my joy.
You are my joy.
You are my joy.
And I will always love you.
Always love you.
Just for you.
You are my joy.
You are my joy.
You are my joy.
And I will
always love
always love you.
always love
Just for you. Just for you.
you. Are my joy.
Say you are.
You are my joy.
As we celebrate our song, this is a song of joy, and your joy should be that you are here today amongst the blessed, that we are grateful that you are here as well, so we can all sing our song of joy. Come on and say,
You turn my
you
morning
take my morning,
into dancing.
you did it over again,
Over and over.
over and over.
Over and over and over.
Say
You turn my morning
you turned my morning,
into dancing.
you did it over and over,
And over.
and over and over.
Over and over and over again. You turn my morning into dancing. Over and over. Over and over and over and over again. You turn my morning into dancing. Over and over. Over and over and over and over again. You turn my morning into dancing. Over and over. Over and over and over and over again. You turn my morning into dancing. Over and over. Over and over and over and over again. You turn my morning into dancing. Over and over. Over and over and over and over again. You turn my morning into dancing. Over and over. Over and over and over and over again.
Oh man, aren't they fabulous? Woo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, so we just take a moment, hi Lisa, to, I'm like, been dancing, gotta catch my breath. All right. So we take these offerings and these blessings knowing that they are given from a deep place within each person for the intention of supporting this spiritual community and seeing that these things go out into the Austin area to make a difference in people's lives. And we say, thank you, God. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. Matt, Brian, Glenn, Steve, thank you. You make such a huge difference to us, and I don't know if I say it enough. You know, I always pop on Celebration because they're the bomb. We know that. But thank you. Thank you. I think we had church up in here today, which is great. All right, so letting you know that there are prayer chaplains available, and they will be in the chapel, which is in, like if you go out to the front and then hook a left, the chapel is there. It's beautiful. If you haven't been there, please take time to just be in awe, because it's just, you walk in the door and it's like, you get to exhale. And the chaplains will hold you affirmatively, meaning that they will hold the knowing of the truth of who and what you are and what you've come here to do. All right, we are having a season of creation celebration, November 7th from 5 till 8. So come eat, drink, and be merry with your spiritual community. And we're going to celebrate basically the culmination of our fall series, which was Coming Alive on Purpose. And we really looked at our spiritual gifts. We're also celebrating and honoring those folks who have used their gifts in some type of project. So we're going to be honoring that as well. If you haven't submitted what your project is, please do so as soon as you can and send it to Shonda, her email address, please, because we'd like to have them by the end of October, and then we'll have a winner to celebrate and honor at the celebration on November 7th. They will be dancing, there will be karaoke, there'll be good food, and it's $25 per person. And basically, that's just the cost to defray the cost of food and a few of the rentals. We are going to also have a live and silent auction. So if you are feeling called to donate, we are asking that the items be new and valued over $50. And if you have a service, you can also donate that as well. The annual board meeting is happening that same date on November 7th after service. So it's a busy day, November 7th. We'll have service, we'll have a good time at service, then we'll have a board annual meeting directly after where you'll get like some information of what we've been doing for the whole year. And then later that evening, we'll get to partay, as they say. We will have today, if you follow the path out there, you will see some tables set up, and there's going to be some noshes. So if you're new to the community or relatively new to the community, and you just kind of want to connect with the board and get to know people a little bit, join us out there. It's a gorgeous day. It's a perfect day for it, right, Frank? Perfect day for it. So we will be out there directly after service, so please join us. And if you're not so new and you just want to nosh and meet people, come as well. All right, so what's happening on next Sunday? Next Sunday, we're going to be talking about where did you come from? Well, there's so many layers there. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the kingdom of heaven is at hand. The kingdom of heaven is at hand, and we always hear that when it's like a doomsday sayer. You know, it's like the end of the world. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Well, we're going to flip the script on that because we're going to talk about the kingdom of heaven is here, my friends, and it's within us. And what are we going to do with that? So I hope you will join us next Sunday as we talk about that. Are you ready to do the prayer of protection? Okay, we'll do that. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. All right, thank you all for being here. I'll see you next week. Celebration will be singing us out, and I'll meet you out front.
I've got everything